In this video, we're going to illustrate how to import KML files into Google Earth. And so here I have a few KML files. First, we're going to import this California counties boundaries one. So if I if I downloaded it to my computer or put it into my Google Drive, then all I have to do is say I'd like to create a new project. And then in this case, I'm going to import the KML from the computer. And so here's my California counties boundaries lines right there. So I'll import that there. And you can see now that in just a moment, you'll see the boundaries of the various different counties of California appearing there. If you click over here, you'll see this folder will contain all of the information here. If I list this out, you'll see the various different counties. And so those are going to be the various different counties that are plotted on the map. And so you can see that they start from north to south. And so if we come down here, we'll see Los Angeles. And let's go ahead and click on Los Angeles. And so you can see the information is appearing in the upper right-hand corner about Los Angeles. If I wanted to click on edit that, let's say I click on the edit tool here. And now I can choose a different color for Los Angeles County just to illustrate that. And if I wanted to put some information here, like a picture, let's say I put a picture here in terms of a search here. So I'll just put, let's put CSUN, which is actually within the county and the city of Los Angeles. So this would be an image of Cal State Northridge Library. And maybe put one of LA City Hall, for example. So I'll put that as well. So just click on that and just do a image search here for Los Angeles, and you choose, whatever it is. It could be the City Hall, it could be whatever. So let's go ahead and just choose a picture here and select that. And now these pictures are going to come up here on this area. Right now I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to text in here, and I'll say that let's say I want to do some voice texting, so I'm doing some voice texting for my computer. Los Angeles is the most populous county within the state of California. And you can see we just did a voice text there. We can link it to other resources and so forth. So if I wanted to put some other information and so forth, I can here. And this is going to appear in the info box. And I'll say I'd like to do a large info box. So when we preview this now, so click up here and preview it, that you'll see there, okay, there's information about Los Angeles. You can see the text that I wrote, and now you can paginate through that. So when you go back over here to Google Earth Chrome, notice that your features here, all of your various different resources are going to be linked under your projects tab. So you can see that this is the most recent one right there that I have. I'm just going to edit the title there and call that Los Angeles Counties. So let's go ahead and rename that there to Los Angeles Counties. Now this map will be saved into my account because Google Earth Chrome is it's linked to your whole Google Earth account. And so if you've created something in Google Earth Chrome, it's going to remember it. So for example, here I've plotted a map of population density around the world. So if I wanted to zoom in and see on Google Earth where the most people live, where the density is greatest, you can see if we zoom into a place like Haiti, we can see that, wow, Haiti is right here. There's Haiti there, and then you can see that, oh, actually Puerto Rico is even denser than that. And so we can compare, across the map, where people live. You can see that, of course, Europe is highly populated, and then of course we go to Southeast Asia. You'll notice that this is a very dense area there, like Southern Asia. There's India and Bangladesh and so forth. So to if I click back here and I want to turn them off, I just click on that one right there. It turns off that map, and I can turn on another map. So for example, I've imported one here on infrared radiation as measured from satellites here in Los Angeles County. So now this map is simply infrared imagery, which is placed on top of the Google Earth map beneath it. So I can zoom in here to look at some details. So for example, I can see that the ocean is cooler, obviously, than the mountains which surround it, but there's the Santa Monica Mountains. They tend to be cooler than the other side. When you come into the valley, you notice that the San Fernando Valley here is warmer. As we zoom in here, we'll notice that patterns. So for example, the dark red around the Van Nuys Airport indicates probably the abundance of asphalt and concrete and so forth, which both absorb and retain the infrared radiation. And then if we can look at some places here, like the golf course down here in Sepulveda Basin, you'll notice that it's much cooler. Again, just showing the transport of water loss is cooling off the environment dramatically. So you can learn all sorts of various different types of things like this by overlaying imagery with the existing Google Earth, or Google, in this case, Google Earth maps.